When you get to the close-up stuff, it's right there in your hands.
Close-up magic has this tremendous immediacy that stage magic doesn't have.
It's impossible being done a few feet away from you.
The idea of being able to have magical powers is a very intoxicating idea.
Of all forms of magic, close-up is the oldest, the simplest, and the purest. At its heart, there are tricks that have hardly changed for thousands of years.
What's fascinating about magic is you go in there and say, I'm gonna lie to you, and then you do. And you say, look at this carefully, try to bust me, and they can't.
You can check the sleeves, you can check the pockets, you can check everything. Is that fair? Yeah. Is that fair? No, good, excellent.
Magic is not about tricks. Restaurants are not about food. Magic is about people.
People still want that kind of real element, you know, so that doesn't involve technology, but involves humanity. It's a one-to-one. It's people communicating with other people.
Oh my God!
That's awesome. And there's nothing quite like seeing something that is impossible under your nose for real.
These tickets are useless at the moment, okay? I mean, it's not the National Lottery, I'll give you that, it really isn't, you know?
The essential simplicity of close-up magic means it can be performed anywhere.
Did you get searched by security?
Yes.
Yeah, so did I, but I managed to sneak this through, right? Check this out. Have a guess what's in there, have a feel of that. You'll never guess. No? All right, have a look. This is really weird. What I did, this is a great way of kind of sneaking stuff past security if you get stuck, right? You'll never guess what's in here, look.
Close-up involves people being right here, people being able to reach out, pick something up, let me put this into your hand. Oh, maybe I can borrow this from you.
We need an empty bottle. We need a 50p. Got 50p? 50p. Thank you. Oh, hold the bottle like that. Like that, like that, like that. Good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. No, just you got a wrist. That's all right. Fine.
No.
When you actually do something close up, there's no escape route for people. They have to confront the fact that they have seen it with normal objects that they've been able to touch and examine themselves. They've seen things close up, they couldn't get any closer to it. And yet if you still succeed in fooling them under those circumstances, that obviously has a tremendous impact.
The roots of close-up magic are as old as man himself. But the earliest reliable description comes from the street markets of ancient Rome, where Seneca, the philosopher and writer, described how he watched a magician performing sleight of hand tricks. And the trick Seneca described, it was a very common one, performed in the streets of all ancient cities and across all cultures, the cups and balls routine.
Magic is, in many ways, its own language, and it's a way of communicating with people, and that does reach across cultures.
Here, un petit poussin, 1 chicken, 2 chicken, and 1 more, 3 chicken.
A lot of the methods and the concepts and the basic things that you do with these things are unchanged in the last hundreds of years.
The cups and balls, I think, must be the most representative trick in the whole arcana of magic, because it simply combines virtually every effect that is possible to achieve by conjuring.
There is penetration of one cup by another, and sometimes by the wand. There's transposition when a ball vanishes here and reappears over there.
He can change its form, he can change its color.
To have all that on a tabletop can be quite beautiful.
The cups and balls, though, became for magicians a classic in the sense that you would want to climb that mountain as a magician.
1, 2, gone. Gone. Arrived. All of this is, of course, totally impossible.
The cups and balls became a kind of a rite of passage to signify your dedication, because it embodies so many different techniques that you have to master in order to be able to perform a full routine with the cups and balls.
I'm going to do this very slowly this time.
And so the cups and balls has always been a benchmark by which magicians measure their skills, and each has sought to give it his own special flavour.
If the ball's in my left hand, it's in my left hand. If it's not in my hand, it's under the cup. If it's under the cup, it's not in my hand at all. If it's in that hand, it can be in that. If it's in that, it can be up there. If it's up there, it can be down there. If it's in the pocket at the same time, it can be up there at the same time as on the cup. If the cup and the ball together, they can't be separate. They can't be together. If it's up there at the same time. Now, if the cup and the ball are together and the cup is empty, you can't have the ball. You've got the ball in the cup, you can't be in the pocket. In the pocket, you can't be in the can at the same time as on the cup. If, on the other hand, the ball and the cup are together, then the cup... You're not following this, are you?
So here's our version of the cups and balls. If I were going to explain to someone what Penn and Teller do, the example I would use is the cups and balls.
Hit the first ball, put it in the first cup. The second ball, simultaneously secreted beneath the cup.
There's never been people who did four-handed stuff. We fooled everybody just because we were doing a standard pass, but between two people, you know, just that kind of thing.
Now, also, the second half, 3 cups all loaded, 3 balls on top. Center ball, please, center cup. These are the side balls. We put away anymore. We have 3 in center cup.
You think of one geek practicing in front of a mirror forever doing this. You don't think of 2 geeks practicing it together.
These 2 balls that come over here, and this is not juggling. This is called misdirection. For looking over here, Teller takes the final ball under. There's one more on either side. And, of course, Mr. Barney Lime for our finish.
And with the clear cups, it just becomes this wonderful kind of, there's an honesty and there's a humility.
The ball shoots up your sleeve. It doesn't. It does. And you roll it across your shoulders and you bring it down this side, which is why you have to put the cup down very quickly, like this, down quickly. To catch the ball, it goes up your sleeve, across your shoulders, down the side, under the cup. But be very careful. Don't put the little ball into the wrong pocket or you will have a confused ball. Yes. You can flick all night if your ball's confused, and you probably know that already. But what you do, you go flick, 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 and everybody claps. Why do they clap? Because when you flick, you've got an orange. If you clap that, you'll go mad over the lemon. The lemon is...
At the heart of close-up magic is an astonishing piece of equipment, the human hand. Manual dexterity comes naturally to us, but some people have taken this ability to extraordinary lengths.
All levels of close-up and stage all have different dexterities. I mean, there are people out there, I don't do this stuff, so forgive me, all those magicians watching, but there are people out there who do this stuff, you know. To do that well, I don't. That's very dexterous.
To work with your hands and to do something that not everybody could do, and required